Yo. I've been bout my papyrus since I've been in it. Put me in the debate, you know I'm gon' win it. If I scream black power, don't get timid. If I say black city, I'm talking about Kemet. If I say black city, I'm talking about Kemet. Primary research and we done pushed it to the limits. All you dudes finished. The king counting cattle up with brother Reggie. When I'm in Oakland, smoking, bro, they love the Chevy. Back in the day, it was the spokes on the chariot. Long procession when the king got carried out to every spot. Woman looking nice as ISIS. I read ancient texts, so my advice is priceless. Nubian gold, your ice don't entice us. Beating me harder than counting grains in your spices. Your heart was beating, but your brain dead. You're lifeless. Yo, they ain't nothing like us, yo. Don't try to make me mad. Make me smile and say you love me, man. That's real right there. Come on. You should listen to your main man's advice. Do a YouTube, apologize like Dice. Or the back fade coming like the Antichrist. Egyptologists see me reading and said that I'm nice. I got a Stella with your name on it. I'm like Sargon. You the type of dude wake up and your car gone. Told, cause of the money you owe. Before you stream, you should clean up that humble abode. Like I'm not in city for my woman in gold. I keep the pseudos running, people coming in droves. You catch me on a live stream with Pan-African James. When we building, call us by our African names. I'm for the children. And ain't nothing happen to change. We on that black hype, so we still packing them things for protection. Got connections. My complexion, pure black, that's the S. Make me smile. You love me? Show me some love. All right.
What's up with the people? I'm on my late night hype. Hopefully we can get a nice show popping. Get the supporters in the building and let's get this going. Gonna play a few bangers and then we're gonna get it popping off. I'll play that Revolt.
Black people, I love you, and I love you enough to tell you, you ain't ready to revolt shit. You don't feed yourself, you don't hunt your own animals and slaughter them, you don't prepare your own meat, you don't own your own land, you don't have a seed growing in your window. So when you think about revolutionaryism, and you think about fighting and dying in the street, you ain't shit.
Killer Mike said black people ain't ready to revolt. It's a disparaging marriage and he ready to elope. Maritime coastline, deep V hull boat. Crack a nose turned up, machete to your throat. The divine snatched the arm back, she fine, she in Zinga. Moroccan mercenary got a line on Moringa. Ask Chief X to swing it. Go fund me to rock a new car or build a school like I'm Dr. Umar. Nah, go fund some more guns, banana clips and cannabis and bury it. The jackal, Anubis. I'm pool, keep them heaters and I'm in tie in an abyss. He ain't rapping due to libations, he just channeling this.
Hands down, you ain't ready to oppose nothing. You are as a part of this system as any white person gentrified.
I'm on life, hovercraft propellers over swamp water. We make the thoughtful think they should have thought harder. Be aware of this. Don't blink, there's only one blunt between the careful and careless. It's hard to face it when you need a shrink or a therapist. Mental disorder ordered them to label you a terrorist. I breathe elements and I found the secret. We could all walk on water if it's ground beneath it. I carry my weapon and keep my trees and still be Hotep and ask to rig Nasheed. 6 in the morning, I greet my seed, then do everything I think I need.
I have to say this because I know our spirit and our emotions get stirred. I'm not against nobody on the panel. I'm with everybody on the panel. I'm not I agree with everything my brother said about revolutionaryism. So let me ask you guys a few questions. We're in the South, we're in the heart of the South right now. Who fishes? Who knows how to fish?
Black people, are
Hands
you
down.
ready to
Who knows about
revive?
hunting? Let's hands down, hands down, hands down, hands down.
What's up? What's up?
Black people, are you ready to revive? Black people, are you ready to revive?
Playing them tunes right off of Bandcamp. You can do that too whenever you want to. Casual 1 at Bandcamp. You can just put Casual Bandcamp in the Google and it'll pop up. That album Fights Over Egypt. How y'all doing? I'm lightweight, just chilling. Ain't too much going on. Although I was thinking to do some studies, and I often like to stream when I do that. What's up, Haley? Kemetology, Solomonic, what's up? Probably about to get into it. So I was just looking at the papyrus of Maiherperi. Let's stop it right there. Maiherperi. People like to call this brother a Nubian for some strange reason. But nowhere on his text do he say anything about being a Nubian. They call him Nubian because they like to equate it with the term Negro. So I know this might look like scribble scrabble, but I wanted to pull up a papyrus in order to encourage us what the end of our studies would look like. You know, we sit on this channel and often go through Egyptology books and different grammar books, trying to learn all the different ways they teach it. As soon as I'm finished Hope, I'm starting over with J.P. Allen. Finish that, we'll start over with Daniel Selden. Just to know what's going on. If you want to debunk something first, you got to know the argument. But I've been thoroughly convinced by what I've been learning about the language that there's not much. There is a lot of things that we need to, straighten out, but it ain't as much as you would suspect if you are illiterate in the language. And when it's not a big thing, that word sounds like a pejorative, but the whole world is illiterate in the language, so that's not a negative thing. So then imagine coming here and just reading all this just like we often do. It's what we're inspiring people towards, right? So that's what that is. Who ain't already got their copy of Fights Over Egypt just out of straight up support? See? So notice, I didn't put this album into hip hop. But I mean, I can't say I didn't put it into hip hop. It's not on my label. It's kind of like what I mean. And it's just something inspired by this channel, stuff we do on this channel. Right? People don't like the word Egypt so much, but then sometimes if people don't know the indigenous word or the native words, they won't even know what you're talking about or what like I put Kemetology. There's so many people gonna look at the title of this video and be like, "What is that?" and just go to the next video. You feel me? I'm not talking about none of us who know it. I'm just talking about a wider audience. How my book is called Black Like Osiris. I could have said Wasir or Asar. But I waited to teach people about that inside the book. No big deal. Thought it was a little better. So sometimes I start streaming, and if I'm going to get ready for a long stream, I'll be tripping because I'm still moving around. So don't even trip. Just put up something in the chat when you come in, and we about to get it crunk. Let me make this smooth.
Morodic script in my car too. Roll through with them arches, all cool. That's in my Shinu. I'm been to giving y'all truth. Iron core from meteorites should be chartreuse. Turbocharged the chariot and almost left Ferrari. The queen like almost Nefertari. Immortalize an image, put a figure in a figurine. Him it, let it, who her. Them leopard skin kilts, yeah, the clan wear 'em. And I turn your knee suit to a fan bearer. Have my servants build a new stadium where I'ma slaughter you, surround your tumor line with boot cranium. Remove the organs, we preserve the dead. Mummify them, then carve them a reserve head. And all your internet mans who lied with you, died with you, sacrificed their life, afterlife with you. Now I'm all in your spot, and I'm calling the shots while your soul get devoured in the hall of my eye. Ain't a night ballin' or not, care if you ballin' or not. I'm still gonna tell you guys, go to Kemet like El Shaddai. You ain't no king, no king. You're like Cambyses the Persian who couldn't draw the Nubian bowstring. Melt the jewels in your crown into a gold ring. Refashion them after smashing the whole thing. You're like Pepe II. Too old, king. If you think it ain't black, then let me just check on my.
All right, I'm back. Give me a sec.
Every morphine and phoneme. The scholarship top line dog and the flow mean. And my debater make the fraud quit the internet. Sometimes I wonder if I saw to fix this window
yet.
That's what you call
repair, re-amp.
They heard the king of me jaw
was a scary man.
And he is though. I'm telling you. You better contain him, man. He's busting arrows at all these Mediterraneans, killing them. Now we ain't getting no views. Yeah, them flip-flops look like Tutankhamun shoes. And y'all just wiki, thinking.
So what y'all know about, so basically when I say Maiherperi papyri, some will call it the Book of the Dead of Maiherperi. I was looking real quick if I could see the section that said Ru Nu Per Im He Ru on it. Right? So we could just show that. Now this, I was about to ask ChatGPT. Because this papyrus is 11 meters long. Right? And I'm wondering, if you chop this up into pages and put it in the book, how many pages would that book be? ChatGPT can tell you right quick. Like, oh, if you had 11 meters and you chopped it up into a book, 8 by 11, it'll be 200 pages. How many pages would that be? Y'all good at math? Right, so notice, when they found Maiherperi's tomb and his papyri, they couldn't really understand it. It was a phenomenon to them. Not really a phenomenon, but the fact that, I mean, they knew what was up with the blackness. But the fact that his tomb was so elaborate, and even in the Valley of the Kings, it don't go with the narrative of Egyptians was one thing and Nubians was another. They narratives like Nubians was black and Egyptians was something else. It don't really go with that narrative. So there go your blue Osiris right there. He could probably have been the green Osiris. But it means very little. I mean, we could talk about the meaning in this show. Right? I'm just letting the whole text scroll through. And when you read text like this, it's written in something that probably teach you in some of the final courses. You have to start learning how to read retrograde, which defines a lot of the rules of what we know about Egyptology. So we at the beginning. This looked like the start of the text. But I was looking to see if I could find the labeling of the text that we call the Book of the Dead. We could read what it was actually called in its title. Ru Nu Per Im He Ru, or Per Im He Ru, Imgur. But I don't see that on here. And another thing, see how this text starts in red? Then it goes to the black. It's just indicating that this is where you begin. But I was looking for that over here, and it was starting in a different way over here. But he's the lion on the battlefield, Maiherperi. Right? That's what his name would be. If I came to YouTube, put his name in. We're going to instantly see the first thing they do. See how this always works? Even though that this is a good video.
Maiherperi was laid to rest.
Here. What's the title of it? Maiherperi the Nubian. Buried in the Valley of the Kings. Now, I probably got the first comment on this video. Right here. Smash Rockwell. 8 likes. Most likes on the video. Maiherperi was not a Nubian, but because he was obviously black, some have a problem calling him Egyptian. Maiherperi was an Egyptian. Smash Rockwell don't just be on our pages going in. If dude would have challenged that, don't you know he would have got that homework? Doctor whoever. So David Pepper must have clicked to see who page said that, seen us messing with the glyphs, seen all the stuff we say about Black Egypt. You know when somebody comment and you might want to see who made that comment. You just click and see. He probably clicked that link and was like, who said that? But my point is that even though this is a wonderful video by him, my point is he can't even get out of the perspective that early Egyptologists set forth to say that whenever you see somebody dark, obviously black, just say they was Nubian. But he got good details in this video.
The Nubian in the Valley of the Kings. Before Ramses the Great, before Seti I, and before Tutankhamun, Maiherperi was laid to rest in the Valley of the Kings. His was the first almost intact tomb discovered in the valley, and its occupant was quite unique. My story begins with this gentleman, Victor Loret, a student of Gaston Maspero. In 1881, when he was 22 years of age, he joined a French team excavating in Egypt. In 1886, he became director of the French Institute in Egypt. And then, after De Morgan resigned as Antiquities Director in 1887, Loret was appointed Director of the Egyptian Antiquities Service. Although trained as an epigrapher and not as an archaeologist, Loret immediately began excavating in the Valley of the Kings. The valley had not been dug since the time of Belzoni.
You know what? They should try to mean Egyptian Nubian, but look at this title. Maiherperi, it don't even say Egyptian. They try not to give him no rights to being the Egyptian. He was a Nubian in Egypt to them. But he never called himself a Nubian, a Nahesi. He never said he was a member of the southern groups. And he was buried in the Valley of the Kings.
So it was long overdue for discoveries. Loret began work in 1898, and in his first year he discovered KV 32, the tomb of Tiaa, the wife of Amenhotep II. And soon after he found KV 33, the tomb of an anonymous non-royal person. Then he made the significant find of KV 34, the tomb of Thutmose III. And at the end of his season, he discovered KV 35, the tomb of Thutmose's son, Amenhotep II, with its cache of royal mummies. His 1898 discoveries are shown on the map with blue circles. When work resumed in 1899, Loret discovered KV 36, the 18th dynasty tomb of Maiherperi, the first non-royal intact burial found in the valley. Later that same season, he found anonymous tomb KV 37. KV 38, the second tomb of Thutmose I, and anonymous tombs KV 39, 40, and 41. His final discovery that year was KV 42, probably the tomb of Maiherperi, wife of Thutmose III. His 1899 discoveries are shown with yellow circles on this map. So as you can see, 1898 and 99 were very busy years for Luray. And even though it's called the Valley of the Kings, only 21 of its 63 tombs have been identified as the burial places of Egypt's pharaohs. The circumstances are not known, but in 1899, soon after his discovery of KV 41, Luray was fired from the Antiquities Service and he returned to France. Flinders Petrie remarked that Luray was out of touch and disliked by everyone, and Emile Bruges added, De Morgan was a small devil, but Luray is 20 devils. No doubt Luray's dismissal was the reason he never published any of his excavations. However, using Luray's field notes, later Egyptologists eventually published several of the tombs he had discovered. Luray's mentor, Gaston Maspero, returned to Egypt to replace him. Maspero then led the Antiquities Service from 1899 until 1914, but I'll save that story for a future talk. Luray discovered Maiherperi's tomb, KV 36, on the 3rd of March, 1899. Although Flinders Petrie criticized Luray's method of digging random pits in the valley, Luray was quite successful, locating 10 tombs in the valley in only 2 years. Situated at the beginning of the Wadi, leading to Thutmose III's tomb, KV 36 is entered by a 26-foot deep vertical shaft, which leads to a 16 by 16-foot burial chamber. We still don't know for sure which pharaoh was.
You can watch the whole video. You know I'll be skipping through. I want to get to particular parts. We could go on to where he's doing this metal netter stuff. It's right here.
On the sarcophagus, the tomb owner was named Maiherperi, a noble of the royal court. His name means lion on the battlefield. This is Maiherperi's large wooden sarcophagus. It's coated in black bitumen and embellished with gold foil images and hieroglyphs. On closer inspection, Luray saw it looked intact, that did not appear to have been broken into. The sarcophagus is over 9 feet long, and it was originally flanked by 13 large pottery jars. However, unlike similar sarcophagi found later, Maiherperi's sarcophagus was not mounted on a sled. And for your information, the ancient Egyptian word for sarcophagus is Neb-Ankh, literally Lord of Life. I find that interesting.
Yeah, that's true. And so the most common name I often find for a sarcophagus is a Neb-Ankh. Neb-Ankh. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm just reading.
On the side of the sarcophagus with a depiction of the goddess Nephthys, an inscription begins which wraps around onto the other side. It says, quote, words spoken by the fan bearer Maiherperi.
So would you like to be able to know that before he told you? Keep studying with us.
May the mother Nut drop blessings upon me. You are given to be like the imperishable star, so I shall never die, end quote. And Nut replies, quote, honored before Horus and the 4 sons of Horus, Hapi, Kebe-Sanu, Imseti, and Duamatef, honored before Geb and Anubis, the foremost of the divine and the one who is in his embalming tent, the fan bearer Maiherperi, true of voice, end quote.
Now, everything that he just said, a lot of that ain't on the screen right now. I just was tripping off that. But yeah.
True of voice or justified means that the deceased was judged to have answered truthfully when his heart was weighed against the feather of truth to see if he should be allowed to enter the afterlife. Here's Maiherperi's name and one of his titles as seen on his sarcophagus. Fan, bearer of the king, the noble, true of voice, Maiherperi, lion on the battlefield. Maiherperi is the first person we know of that held that title, fan bearer. Inscriptions on his grave goods show 3.
All right, Maiherperi is the first person that we know who held the title fan bearer, which is significant, but I just wanted to note that.
variations of this title: fan bearer of the king, fan bearer of the lord of the two lands, and fan bearer on the right side of the king. It was an important title because the fan bearer often accompanied the king, and he was allowed to be physically very close to him. This slide shows a couple of officials who later held the same title, and they're both holding ostrich feather fans. Ostrich feather fans were a symbol of Ma'at, the goddess of cosmic order. Nubians were also known for wearing ostrich feathers in their hair, and Nubian delegations often presented ostrich feathers as gifts to Pharaoh. So it's appropriate that Maiherperi, a Nubian, may have been the first person to hold that fan bearer title.
Nah.
Maiherperi's other title listed on his...
Don't make that connection. So what he's saying is true, but his connection is inadequate. Based on the fact that this term Nubian is a pseudo term, right? So let's think about it. He's saying, okay, Maiherperi was the first fan bearer. The fan was an ostrich feather. We find the ostrich feather associated with Ma'at and Nubians, so Maiherperi might be a Nubian. That logic ain't gonna get it. Unless, of course, you'll include all the other fan bearers throughout history who still had an ostrich feather. Then what you gonna say? So that ain't the way. If Maiherperi did not ever say he was Nehesi, he wasn't Nehesi.
So it's appropriate that Maiherperi, a Nubian, may have been the first person to hold that fan bearer title. Maiherperi's other title listed on his coffin was Child of the Cop. As I'll explain later, this important title may help identify Maiherperi's pharaoh. The Cop was the royal nursery, where children of the king were raised in the queen's harem palace. Children who were raised and educated there included the royal offspring, the children of relatives, and the children of other companions of the king.
I don't know what AI.
Rosalind Jansen said in her book, Growing Up in Ancient Egypt, quote, during the 18th dynasty, several members of the upper classes boasted that they were children of the Cop. Children taken into it became pages in the medieval sense, end quote. Medieval pages and squires were attendants to noblemen who ran messages, organized and cleaned weapons, and learned the art of combat. Jansen continues, it was a position which one was as proud of as the famous public schools in Britain. Child of the Cap was one of ancient Egypt's most honorable titles. During the New Kingdom, these boys were educated at court among the royal princes.
True, a child of the Cop. It is the royal nursery. There would be a bunch of orphans who would grow up and become royal people, but they started as children of the Cop, or Kared Cop, right? And so we even find this one dude who lined up, it seemed like his stories could be kind of lined up with some stories they tell in Hebrew tradition, who was a child of the Cop and raised up to live in the house with the Pharaoh. I think I can show that later.
As companions of the king's sons, they were destined to play influential roles in the government, end quote. About 40 such boys are known from the 18th dynasty, after which the Child of the Cop title seems to have disappeared. Interesting text in the tomb of Heka-Ernehe, TT 64, says the tomb owner was a child of the Cop, and he later became tutor of Thutmose IV.
So there you have it. He started as a child of the Cop, meaning it was a good chance he was an orphan and raised in the royal nursery. But yet he came on to be the tutor of who he say Thutmose IV, I think he said. No, I don't know. I don't think that. Wait a minute. Who did he say? Hold on.
End quote. About 40 such boys are known from the 18th dynasty, after which the Child of the Cop title seems to have disappeared. Interesting text in the tomb of Heka-Ernehe, TT 64, says the tomb owner was a child of the Cop, and he later became tutor of Thutmose IV. Heka father,
He did say tutor of Tutmosis IV.
Heka, who's shown here, wrote in his tomb that he was also a tutor of Amenhotep II and 3 other princes. Even more interesting is that the first part of their names, Heka, which means ruler, suggests the 2 Hekas may have been princes of Nubian descent.
Oh man, let's
Royal
stop.
tutor.
Why did he just say Nubian descent? He wanted to leave it out, bruh. These dudes are so cold. His name say Heka Resh-U. Resh is the South. It ain't a guess. He was a Southern ruler. Wait. He couldn't be a Southern ruler because he was a child of the Cop. Rulers don't get put in nurseries. So he grew up into that name, Heka Resu. But his name would still mean in Medu Neter, unless it's Heka Ra-Shu, which would make no sense. I think it'll be Heka Reshu or Heka Resi. Resh giving us a southern word. Yeah. But he's saying, okay, these children of the Cop were probably what he calls Nubians too.
Heka father, Heka, who's shown here, wrote in his tomb that he was also a tutor of Amenhotep II and 3 other princes. Even more interesting is that the first part of their names, Heka, which means ruler, suggests the 2 Hekas may have been princes of Nubian descent. Royal tutors, Mene Nesut in ancient Egypt, were responsible for training the royal princes, one of which was destined to be the next king. The scene in the top right shows Min, another tutor to Amenhotep II, teaching him archery. These tutors taught the children of the Cop military training, including archery, chariot driving, and physical combat. Kenamun was the royal steward of Amenhotep II, and he was raised in the Cop with the king. Kenamun's mother, Amenemopet, is shown here on the right with Amenhotep II. She was the wet nurse of the future king. George Swinefirth called these children of the Cop milk brothers of the king. And I'll explain Swinefirth's connection to Maiherperi in a couple of minutes. Here's the empty coffin that was found.
I'm reading the comments from EP. I'll keep reading your comments, but since they're about another show, I'm just going to read them.
In the
I'll do another hip-hop show tomorrow, maybe.
center of Maiherperi's
Or maybe later in this show, shit.
tomb. Its lid cast off to one side and upside down. The coffin is 7 foot 2 inches long, made of cedar wood, and has inlaid eyes of black
I ain't
and white
gotta
jasper.
really hear. I ain't playing every
It was
detail.
constructed in
I'm
an
not
early
playing all
style
of this.
with wadjet
I
eyes
just like the
placed
part
on
with the
shoulders,
metal netter.
left beside the sarcophagus unused. The unused coffin is inscribed, and
Now, if I stopped and snipped this, you'd probably see a lot of this is what we be teaching every day. But now you'll see how it'll be more applicable in if you was really looking at the coffin, or if you was in his class. I know he did this from left to right, starting in the top box on the top line. Y'all all know that's Hotep D Nisu. You feel me? So now, just from watching Smash Show, you could be like, oh yeah, that's Hotep D Nisu. It depends on how much you watch to see how far you can keep going. But I mean, the majority of the people who build with us every day gonna get all the way through this text. This headshot tells Sonetta E. Prop said, okay, subscribe to the channel, come around more often. I need to hear and learn more about you. I don't know, I'm gonna read that and tap in, which is good. But maybe if you kind of be, I'm talking to the people who study some of the glyphs on this page. Did any of y'all recognize Hotep D Nisu? I know we did. And if we started to read it, we'd be like, well, I'm just showing y'all the Hotep, right? D Nisu are offerings given to the king Wasir. Offering given. Now, this is the funny part. Is Wasir the king? Well, Maiherperi isn't the king, right? They said he was a fan bearer. So obviously, but these is offerings given to the king, even though it say by, they're given to Wasir, right? It's definitely not, you're not gonna stop and read that by the king or to the king. But what this guy messed up here, and I can even tell you this error that's so cold, y'all, because we read this. So he's trying to put Kenti Amen to you. Unless the glyphs, unless that the Kenti Amenti is a name for Osiris. But when I looked at this, he kind of used the wrong glyph. Shout out to Hattie. She said, yep, she could read something through. So so this says offerings given to Osiris, right? Or Wasir. This is supposed to be Kenti Amen to you, the foremost. But we got it. So yeah, he definitely messed up. Because he put the NT, look at the NT. See, we ain't supposed to know this. I don't think the scribe messed up, but we wasn't supposed to know this. But he put the NT from this Kenti over here after the Amenti. That's an error. I can prove that right now. Like, come on now, we got hella text. All I gotta do is pull up Kenti Amen to you. Matter of fact, Wiki can prove that. Watch Wiki prove that. And you're gonna say, damn, how you know that? Because we be studying together. All right, so I could do it too, right here with the Book of the Dead. I mean, with Maiherperi. Because they about to call him Kenti Amen to you, and then you're gonna see that dude put it in. It'll be better to do it with Wiki. So what I'm typing here is Kenti, KHENTI-AMENTIW. Now, right, it's taking you right to Wiki. Kenti Amen to you. Now, see, there go the Kenti thing that I said he messed up and used a different one. But maybe it was just his, maybe I'm just coming down too hard on his thing. I wanted to show you this whole name, and they don't even got it. So let me find a better source than that. Images. All right, it's probably going to be on here somewhere. Well, forget it. I ain't about to go search just to show that. But anybody who read the glyphs could probably see. So that's not, if he honorifically transposed, here we go, this is the one I'm looking for. Now, if he honorifically transposed that for himself, now you tell me, am I wrong? Why would I be wrong? I'm your partner. Look, your partner can be wrong. Is the N and the T next to these jars? And then this thing to the right? Now, in order to do graphic transposition, you got to have a reason. And he ain't got no reason. Right? Meaning he didn't put this glyph right here closer to these jars for any graphic transposition reason. He just spelt it wrong. Unless, of course, he copied directly from Maiherperi's text, where that artist then graphically transposed it for a reason that I do not know. But if you look right here, you can see what I'm saying. This thing is in the wrong position. Now, we wasn't supposed to know that because we supposed to be illiterate. Right? My man, shout out to my man EP. You about to make me do a hip hop string. But I'm going to keep cooking. So if we work that part out, that is just simply, whether it's right or wrong, we know it's the Kinti Amintiu, the foremost of the Westerners. Right? Now we see, not the good, but that looks like Netcher Haka. Right? You see this Netcher? Then the and then the Haka with the Q from the Haka, then the papyrus roll. So it's just like the great Netcher and the ruler. And then it says Jet for eternity, or of eternity, however you want to call that. But I'm not about to keep reading that like that. That's just fun to do.
Quote, "An offering for you was given by the king to Osiris, the foremost of the West, the great god, the ruler of eternity. He gave bread, beer, oxen, fowl, alabaster, clothes, a libation of wine and milk, and every good and pure thing, guided by the pleasant breath of the northern wind. You will be allowed to wash your face in the water of the river, Ka of the fan-bearer Maiherperi, true of voice, justified before the great God, the Lord of the land." That's end quote. And it goes on to praise the gods Osiris, Anubis, and the four sons of Horus. By the way, the Ka was one of the 8 parts the Egyptians believed made up the soul. It represented the life force inhabiting the living. When Loret opened the large black sarcophagus, he discovered a black coffin inside, 8 foot 4 inches long, and made
He just
red,
said Lord of the
beer.
Land. Maybe he wasn't reading this part at the end. But do y'all want to read what it really say? Maybe he was reading some other part. But this part at the end that says the great Netcher, the Lord of the land, it don't stop there. But he stopped there. But why would he stop there? I don't know why he'd stop there. But let me let you know what it says. He could be reading, nope, he says Ma'akaru. They go to Ma'akaru. So he was reading this part. The Chati, the fan bearer, Maiherperi, Ma'akaru, care him under the great Netcher, the Lord of the Holy Land. Thank you, Solomon. I think he put it up there first. Now this says the Lord of the Holy Land. Right? But let's go back and listen to what he says.
Or the plan was changed to use this coffin in a nested set inside the sarcophagus. But then they found out this middle coffin was too small to contain the inner coffin, and instead it was left beside the sarcophagus unused. The unused coffin is inscribed, and I quote, "An offering for you was given by the king to Osiris, the foremost of the West, the great god, the ruler of eternity."
See, he's saying the offering is by the king to Osiris. That's fine. We talk about that the whole time. But we're going to talk about that in a minute.
He gave bread, beer, oxen, fowl, alabaster, clothes, a libation of wine and the ruler of eternity. The unused coffin is inscribed, and I quote, "An offering for you was given by the king to Osiris, the foremost of the West, the great god, the ruler of eternity. He gave bread, beer, oxen, fowl, alabaster, clothes, a libation of wine and milk, and every good and pure thing, guided by the pleasant breath of the northern wind. You will be allowed to place both shoulders, contain the inner coffins, a libation of wine and milk, and every good and pure thing, guided by the pleasant breath of the northern wind. You will be allowed to wash your face in the water of the river, Ka of the fan bearer Maiherperi, true of voice, justified before the great God, the Lord of the land. That's end quote.
He did. He said the Lord of the land, end quote. I just wanted to make sure. He left off the fact that it says Lord of the Holy Land. I could prove it and then make you say, damn, why'd he do that? So we snipped it, right? Let's try to make it bigger. And this is the part we scrutinize it. And I don't know why he would do this. Lord, here's the land, and that's the determinative for land. Now here's the adjective. He didn't mention this word. Now, if I show you this word in a dictionary, which is not hard, if it don't say holy, I'm going to end the show. All right? So I'm going to put a D, a capital S, and an R. Excuse me. Come on, man. Every time this come up, it never let me click out of it. There we go. A D, a capital S, and an R. And this is about to say holy when you see that. You see the arm already, though, right? Let me show you. So y'all can tell me after y'all see it in your own, look, that's the holy one, the sacred one. But I want you to just see a better version. Everything about it is holy. Sacred, holy, right? That's whenever you see this arm, it don't have to have this R under it. That's just simply a phonetic complement where the last consonant is sometimes written out. But if you just see the hand, and especially if they put a papyrus roll behind it, they want you to absorb that concept. Right? So if this is after a land, in every other place, they translate this as Holy Land. As a matter of fact, it might even pop up. Holy place, holy sacred. Let's see the one that say Holy Land. They're going So I wonder why he would leave that out. What would a Nubian, in his analogy, a Nubian shouldn't be the Lord of the Holy Land, huh? Well, this is going to confuse you because it's taking you to some other deshers. Right, so let me stop. We've seen it, and there it is right there. So now Solomonic is going to say, see, this is what I was talking about. They leave certain stuff out. And he's going to be right in that instance. But this is like just a scholar in his presentation that chose not to read the entire quote.
And it goes on to praise the gods Osiris, Anubis, and the four sons of Horus. By the way, the Ka was one of the 8 parts the Egyptians believed made up the soul. It represented the life force inhabiting
All right, but
the
I'm
living.
done with that, though.
When Luray opened a large black...
I just went down the rabbit hole when I started thinking about that. right? Go ahead, I'm done with that. All right, let me look at what my man was saying right here in the chat. He said, y'all cats thought that Dr. Ben and John Henry Clark ain't grow a New York rapper. They used to lecture in Biggie Hood in Fulton. Go look at the freestyle at 17. Red, black, and green flag on the corner. I'm sure y'all read Metal Netter Volume 1 through 93 till infinity. All right, shout out to you, family. So I just had a little bit of time and I'm still chilling. Had some time on my hands and was like, let me string. Right? I'm gonna go open up some text and just chill with it. Some of these stories, when you read them, you wouldn't even believe, but I ain't going that deep in it. I'm just gonna see what I can see. Sometimes I click these things and be like, oh man, why did I click that? Now I gotta study this whole text because of what it just said. You know what I'm saying? For real. So this is St. Andrew's Text Corpus. We often come here and they got good study materials. Just checking this out. There's a Karnak Stela of Amos. Let's see what he's talking about. If this is Amos like Amos and Kamos, he probably gonna start fighting some Hyksos. I'm just gonna show you this right here. Right here, they're translating Egypt back as Maiherperi. See if you can find the Maiherperi. Maiherperi. And there's the Maiherperi. It's just a coincidence that the transliteration is so close to it. But see, it says Haka in Maiherperi. Ruler of, they say, in Egypt. But then sometimes they see the word Kemet in the same time period and say Egypt as if that these people use those terms. Maiherperi and Kemet was not interchangeable in this time period. No, sirree. So what you see, they say a beam of heaven after that. You see Sa'u, and then you see the wood belonging to Pet, the sky. So I guess that's how they got their beam of heaven. That's cool. You know, sometimes I look back at some of my Metal Netter, like, dang, go look at some other, like those videos be getting more views than any other efforts at teaching that. Even though it don't be, you know, like I'll probably get 20, 30 people when I'm teaching them about the Metal Netter. But then I go back and look at the video the next day, 500, 600 people seen it. And then I'll go look at like some real Egyptologists teaching it. And they don't even got that traction. So it makes me cool that some people actually come back and look at them videos. You know? Hell yeah. It's earlier. It's only 9 o'clock where I'm at, man. It's not late. Hold on. Man. See what else he say real quick. I mean, he talked about a lot. Oh, yeah, that's right. He gonna start trying to throw them in with the Magi. Trip off this. He is breaking down the meta nature here. Oh, hold on. Did he say he got the word in the Hesse? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. He trying to go hella crazy. Watch this. I see, he messing this all up. Watch this. He taking this throat stick, trying to say this throat stick mean the Hesse.
And he was certainly Egyptianized. That's obvious from his grave goods and his title. So who was Maiherperi? Maiherperi tells us he was a child of the Kop and fan bearer to the king. But what else can we determine from his tomb and its contents? He was Nubian. That's clear from his papyrus and his mummy. And he was certainly Egyptianized. That's obvious from his grave goods and his titles. And he must have been a skilled bowman.
It's apparent from his papyrus and his mummy. He's not talking about the text on the papyrus. We got the papyrus open right here. If anybody could show me and then the word in the Hesse in here, he's never going to show that. So he's saying because these pictures is black on his papyrus. See how they do you? We could tell by his papyrus that it's a Nubian. Look. No. Man, it'll be a stark revelation if he watch what he try to show you. Excuse me. He mixed this all up. I want to go back.
So who was Maiherperi? Maiherperi tells us he was a child of the Kop and fan bearer to the king. But what else can we determine from his tomb and its contents? He was Nubian. That's clear from his papyrus and his mummy. And he was certainly Egyptianized. That's obvious from his grave goods and his titles. And he must have been a skilled bowman, as arrows, a quiver, and wrist guard were among his burial items. But was he a soldier or just simply a hunter? One Egyptologist has proposed that Maiherperi was a hunter, not a soldier, based on another person's translation of this inscription. Quote, honored before him Seti, the deceased fan bearer and strong hunter, Maiherperi, true of voice, end quote.
All right, let's look. I'm looking at their transliteration. Now, the part he's about to try to scrutinize is because I'm just looking at this. Well, we get to this naked who? We got the naked here, right? But after this naked, okay. So he's saying strong fan. He right. So where is he going to change anything? Because the Chati, he going to try to take this thing right here and say, this might suggest he's a Nubian.
And he proposed the archery equipment found in Maiherperi's tomb were only used for hunting and probably those on expeditions with his king. But when I translated this phrase, I found the throw stick sign, Gardner's T14, is usually the determinative of an omitted word foreign or Nubian, not hunter, which is pronounced nu in ancient Egyptian.
Oh, man, he is tripping. I don't like how he did
so
this
I
at
think
all.
the phrase list.
Because look at the version of Nahesi he's trying to use, which I know where this version comes from. That ain't how you write Nahesi. Y'all know how to read. He leaving the end. Man, you doing a lot of stuff that we know how to see through now. I know the text. All right, let me not say I know the text, then cite the text. And I'm going to show y'all before I'm going through my mental Rolodex. Oh, The Great Black Nubian. Man, we do this, son. Let me show you something. This is a late kingdom, maybe 22nd dynasty, 23rd dynasty text. I want y'all to see this though. We got to show the people. Because first we showed what he did at first with the Holy Land. Now look at this. First of all, enough people watch my show to know this is not the way you spell Nubian. Nahesi, right? Hold up. I gotta try to snip again. All right, try it one more time. Now, all you see here is a throw stick, a S, and a Y. But he transliterated NHSY as if the phonetic sounds of this throw stick is NH. Now, what if I told you he's using a very super rare, actually a part of a text where the bird, the Nahi bird, is literally broken off. So then all you get is this part of the, what if I could prove that in a jiffy? What if I could prove that in, y'all want to count? I can prove that in 10 seconds. Start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bow, it didn't take me 10 seconds. I've been doing this shit. Now, how I got that highlight already? See? How I got that highlight? So now let's go back to the question I said, because I did pull it up in under 10 seconds. And you see, clearly these are the same 3 glyphs. But what I said is from a text where the portion of the wall, right, is broken off. That doesn't ring true when I pull this up. But what you clearly see is the 2 question marks. See, in my memory, I thought this was going to have 2 brackets around it, like these, which would indicate that a certain portion is broken off. What we have is question marks, placing this term in question marks. Now, notice this. I should pull this up in the real TLA, right? But because this is a screenshot, that's how I knew I could pull it up so fast. Now here, all of these, and it is a 21st Dynasty text. Which text is it? This is a magical papyri, okay. Papyrus Cairo, CG 58039. But if you check game and just look at these 3 and go back and look at what he tried to put up, this, well, first, that ain't the word. So that's the biggest mistake yet. But let's go see if something is qualifying, if the text corpus is qualifying him. Obviously, see, I did that research before, but before I go out so convinced, I need to check myself. So watch this. We about to go straight to the text corpus and see if they offer that as a rendition. And I'm going to go the backwards way. I'm not going to put Nahesi in here. I'm going to go straight to the English. I put Nubian. So it's going to pull multiple options in the hieroglyphic, right? Now, all of these ain't a way to say Nubian. They got different definitions. And here's the thing. This is what I want y'all to know. It is the Egyptologists that say Nubian means Negro or something. A more accurate description would just be a Southerner. So in a lot of these, they're just talking about Southern people. Now, we're going to come to one. Now, look, I just want y'all to see. This is the term, Nehesi, right? When I click it, you see two different things. We see a bird that represents the N and the H sound. We don't see no throw stick, do we? We see a twisted flax, or H, or S, and a Y. Nehesi. But, and now, even if it's, I gotta make this smaller, even if its rendition exists, I want to see it in the text corpus, right? Or at least that way, as that variant. Now, the way that you scrutinize what he's talking about, I'm going to show you. Because whenever something like that occurs, there's going to be, and I want you to look at this, under director of Egyptianized Nubians. Do you think this is what this title really meant? Sub-supervisor of foreign language speakers. We starting to think this was kind of like a translator. Because we read the text to see where this guy is applicable. This one right here. Zeti, Nubian. Zeti. That's a person from Tasseti. One of Tasseti, Zeti. But they say Nubian, as if it just means you Negro or something, right? And here we see Zeta or Seta. Now notice this. Here's something very, look at this. You see the throw stick in front of Seti? I mean, this looks like it says Seta. But this is probably Setiu, right? Yeah. In front of, but, all right, let's click these four attestations so you can see. They say the Nubian Hetepi in the first dynasty in Abydos in a cemetery, they say somebody was buried and they say the Nubian Hetepi, but that's not what it says. You see a bow and a hotep, Seti Hotep. As you see it transliterated, Zeti Hotep. Now in the first dynasty, Tasseti is the first nome of Egypt, occupied by Southerners, but not by no other race like they're trying to do it. And the second attestation, see, these don't even, you see what's happening? So this initial word we're looking at now ain't even a part of the picture, right? And I'm going to keep on seeing if I can see some traces of what dude talking about. I don't, because we're at the end of the list. So let's go all the way back to where he talking about the one version that I showed you. I can show you in 10 seconds and tell you exactly what text it's on, and I did it in 3 seconds. He ain't got no other text where they say Nehesi like this, or do we? So how do I know how to search that. Let me show y'all how to search that. That's going to be a different search. But it's just to show people, because somebody going to come using all these tools better than us, and they'll be able to help better. So what we about to do is scrutinize these symbols. So what I'm about to do, I can just do it real easy, another quick way. Now look, this, They got the neighbor. They don't even got no, look. I'm trying to look at them show me the position without the neighbor, right? But I ain't tripping. Let me do what I gotta do. So I'm gonna pull it up in the dictionary real quick just to get the code on the glyphs. NHS, right? And we're gonna go further in our research to see if we could give some credibility so that we can know we can argue authoritatively that he ain't found that nowhere else. Let me show you how to do that in Egyptology. In other fields, I can't probably show you, but I can definitely show you in this. Now, so what I came to was the term, but notice you don't see a throw stick here. I'm gonna open up one more tool to assist me. All right. But what I can get from this is the S. I want the S and the Y. So real quick, close this real quick. So I'm gonna just need to find one with the S and the Y that I don't got on there. And if you see in this dictionary, they give you the code. Here, this one has the S and the Y. 1, 2, 5 glyphs. So glyph number 3 and number 4. So if you count 5 over here, this is the code I want. So I'm gonna copy this, but I want to add one more glyph to it. And it's gonna, so real quick, I'm just gonna copy this into here, right? And you see those 2 glyphs pop up. But that's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to, now I need to go find this other glyph. It's called Oh, but the way to find it is in the TLA. Real quick, we're gonna do this and show you how to do it. So the other glyph is called right? And I'm gonna put an A and an M. Maybe it's a lowercase a. Let's try that. That throat stick gonna pop up. I know the throat stick as I'll try a capital A. There we go. So, well, you don't see it. Let's see if I see it. I think it is a lowercase one. All right, I'm gonna put Aamu, and then it's gonna pop up. Let me try. I know this, and I'll just try that in different ways. Wow, there you go. See? Now, let me ask y'all a question. The top line says I am, and it is a throwing stick. The same stick that he's trying to tell you right here, that you know if you see the stick and an S and a Y behind it, it means Nubian. But when you come into the text corpus and look up the use of the throw stick just by itself, they got one verified instance. It was called A'am, right? And here's the next thing for Asiatics, A'amu. I'm just going to click into this one attestation to see where this is at. So it says, throwing sticks of the inhabitants of Punt. Now, if you want to read this, it's going to read so crazy, and Reggie going to love this text. This literally says, A'amu, Niu, Puntiu. Now, if you read this A'amu as not the wooden throwing stick objects, you'd be reading this as Asiatics that belong to the people of Punt. So we're going to investigate this too, this great temple of Hatshepsut to see. Hatshepsut Ma'akara. A'amu, so these is throwing sticks belonging to Punt. A'am. So now in if we go look at this, all we're going to see is that throwing stick, right? Probably 3 of them because it says A'amu. And then the niu, you know, genitive or adjective, and the word for punt, a punt tu, with the tu bar possibly. But what are we getting at? It's showing us one thing. First, I came here to do one thing because we're going to do this analysis. So did I get that code? Let me see. I'm gonna come down here, right? I don't want to see something. Oh, I'm just sorry about that. I'm taking too long. I'm just gonna go get it out the dictionary real quick. There it go, right there. Wow. So they say Asiatics, but I'm just grabbing this throat stick. Now notice this one says T14, but this one says it's bent, and it says T15. They both are, so we're gonna take T14, and I'm gonna put the word NJ says so y'all can see that this is the word we're searching. The word that this guy says means Nubian. T14, right? So now that's what we seen, right? And then it even had a captive dude behind it. Let me go see if I can put him behind there. I mean, I just gotta get the code for it. A13. I'm gonna put A13 right here. So this is the code that we're gonna take to the other TLA and search to see if this rendition ever occurs in any text, anywhere, ever. I'm gonna do it in the old TLA because, let me see. I know they got that function in this one, but I haven't done it in this one yet. So let me look. It's called search by is it collocation? Wait. Search for limit collocation. So let me see. Yeah, I don't want to do it this way. Let me go to the old TLA. So now in here, I'm just going to search word. Well, no, you can just come to the bottom and go right here and put all them codes together. I need to space them out. Reggie would be on me if I did this wrong. He's like, no, put a space. Put a space. I think I'll put the spaces and leave the hyphens. And if not, I'm going to come back and see. All right, that didn't work. So now I'm going to do, I know because, trust me, I've been through this hella time, so I want to see something. Or if not, I might need to take out the hyphens. Or it just ain't going to be there. Well, let's confirm it first. So I'm going to copy the whole thing and then just take off these two. See if these occur. Now, it must be the way I'm doing this, so let me just put a space between them. Yeah, all right, just put a space between them. All right, cool. Thank you. I have to figure that out. No hyphens. See, that's what Reggie would have reminded me about. So let's see if these occur. So they don't occur. Now I'm going to take the last one off to make it easier. There we go. Now look at this. What do we see? I'm going to translate the page. This says a distinguished Syrian captive. Now, what is the text corpus showing us? It's pulling up the instances that they have them three glyphs used together. Right? Now, well, you should say, well, they should be used like that popping up in the Hesi. Well, if you think about it, this glyph ain't really even in the Hesi. Well, let me see. Search was executed on the graphemes. Because if they have a throat stick in the Hesi and they got a rendition of that, then why would that not pop up? Well, it's what an opponent of this argument might say. Right? So what I'm going to do is do the throat stick and the captive. The throat stick and the captive. All right. Now, for some strange reason, that's crazy. Maybe they want the other throat stick, T15. Let's try T15. See, they're giving the same results. This says just a rebel, and it is Sebi, right? A captured enemy being Resi, but they got the throw stick in the man, but there's no combination of a word. Now let's just look at the word Nahasi in this dictionary and see how it's rendered. Right? Because if you come back to this dictionary and we put Nahasi, let's see if we see the throw stick. So that's what I'm saying, though. If you notice, they taking liberties. Because this don't even got a throw stick on the see. Now, I'm not saying I've never seen a Nahasi with the throw stick on it. But if y'all can see what's going on in this upper corner, it's 4 glyphs. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? Go down. Maybe this is the one we're looking for. Damn, man. That's what I need to do. I think this is the one we're looking for in the dictionary, but I know how the dictionary works. Let me see. Oh, so I need to go to Faulkner. I got that sitting right here, too. Hold up. Because what this is going to do is lead you in a loop. You'll be in the scholastic loop. For some reason, I need to get the damn shit off the screen. Like, how do I move the toolbar? Come on, y'all. I'll go up here. Shit. Thank you. Now, look. That's an exact rendition of what they're trying to say means Nahasi. And they got another one. All right? But you got to be mindful that this word ain't on Maiherperi's papyri. I just was trying to see how the scholar is qualifying that. Now, what he's doing is coming here and not doing what I got to do next. So let me grab this book. If he did grab this book, which he probably did because he a PhD, hold on, let me find this book. Man. Because you can't stop at this digital dictionary. Where that book at? Oh, there you go. So now I'm going to show y'all. Well, I don't have to show you. But I got the concise dictionary of Middle Egyptian, and I got to get my glasses. Because this is what's about to happen. I'm about to screenshot. See, I understand how this dictionary works. It is a digitized version of Raymond Faulkner's work. Right? So Faulkner don't leave you hanging. He tell you where he got that from. Now watch it say, this is how I'm going to know. I might have to drop the mic. I could damn near, hold on, let me see. I'm about to have to come on the camera and show y'all. We really got to do the old man books. But I won't be able to look at the camera because my glasses are so blurred. You feel me? I can't see y'all. I need these. So look. All right, my check. Okay, cool. Let me see. So what's going to happen is when I drop the mic, this is what's going to happen. Faulkner is going to reference the text that I pulled up, bruh. Because I don't fall off like that. Faulkner is about to reference the text that I showed y'all because I know it ain't too many places else. It's an option that it is, though, because there's 2 renditions in here. So, all right, here we at Nahi. So it's on page 136 of Faulkner's work. Well, let's just see real quick. It should be close to 136. Where's Nahasi? I see all kind of stuff. It's close to that page. It may be a page before. Because I see the neighbor. I see prayer. I see prayer is Nahet. And then he got nasty for awaken up here. So if y'all got Faulkner book at the house and y'all looking right now, I gotta keep looking. There it goes on the next page. 137. All right, so now I'm looking. All right, now here we go. See? Hold on. So, I told you, bro. Man, I don't be playing, bro. I do not. Hold on. All right, we could probably pull that up quite quick, though. I'm about to take a picture of this and have to show y'all. On page 136 of Faulkner's work, it's better than what I thought. Because I thought it was something else, but it's actually, there is a rendition in here with what looks like a throw stick, a S, and a Y. And I'm gonna have to tell you where it comes from. But it's in the it's supposed to be in the Journal of Ancient Egyptian something 121 ZAS 8338. ZAS 8338. And there's also a feminine Nehesi in Mu. All right, I can look all these up. Just one second. I gotta go to the beginning of the book. I gotta find his codes real quick. Tell you what all these sources is. Here we go. So it looks like this says J. Korn. He wrote this book in cursive. He has good handwriting, but golly. Is that Y Korn or J Korn? It might be Y Korn. T corn? I see a T corn. What? Oh, I'm looking to see what source this is. Oh, okay. Carnarvon tablet. But I gotta make sure this is right. By Gardner. So hold on, I'm just trying to make sure I got that right. Because the letter he got in front of the corn looks like a Y. But when I come to the source page, corn don't got a Y in front of it, it got a T. But he's telling us where we can find this stuff. So I'm about to pull it up. The Journal of all right. JAE7. Journal of Egyptian Archaeology 7. JAE7. JAE, Journal of Egyptian Archaeology. So JAE, come on now. Is that 7/121? Let's just do that real quick. All right, I gotta close my eyes for 30 seconds. Cause them things. Woo-woo. All right, let me see if I can find it on the internet. JAE. I'll be needing to know before I say something. Hold on, let me mark my page. Look at the page marker. Real quick. JAE Journal. They said number 7. We was way back in the. They was way back in the day. All right, 7. This is it. April 1921. All right, let me get my. Hold on. Now, what's the source again? 121. Zoth. All right, so JAE 7 121 is what we looking up. And this is it right here. Let me log in. And please proceed. All right, let me read this for an hour, y'all. Is this it? Hold on, what happened? I had the exact one. Volume 7. Table of contents, front page. Oh, he said 121? You don't go to 121, man. What's going on? Oh, yes, it do. No, this is something else. No. Oh, no, this is still it. I'm tripping. No, that's the back matter. So I don't know what's going on. He said it was in this book. All right, well, who did he give credit to it for? Let's see the author name. All right, well, I don't know if I found it. I'm letting myself down. Let me find it. That's page 186. What page 186? There you go. 136. For some reason, JEA7 121 ain't popping. Let me just go to 121. How far this gonna go? This is one page, huh? All right, I can't find it. Hold up. Volume 7. That's page 220, so how the hell they get all the way up to 220? All right, I gotta find it now. Because it is here somewhere. Well, I ain't got, is there a way I can search page 121? How about try that? I was 7. PG. Let's see if this got a page one. All right, I'm gonna get a page 121 out of this. All right, cool. Oh, history of Christ in Egypt. What that said? In the Journal of Egyptian Archaeology? I gotta write that. This is 121. All right, let me see. This ain't even got no glyphs on it. What's going on? How could you have got it from this? That ain't right. So this is volume 7, right? Man, forget it. I don't know what's going on here. So forget it. I'll find that at another time. I'm tripping. Volume 43. All right, well, I got this for, so let me see. I'm going to look for another source he got for it. He got an easier source that I can pull up hella quick. Uric 4. I can pull up Uric from right here, huh? Uric 4. Maybe where that's going to be. Right here. All right, Uric 4. It's going to be where? Give me a second. Here we go. Online Uric volumes. URK, whatever. Now, which says Uric 4. Looks like it says 743, man. So Uric 4. Do it got a 7? Do it go to the 7s? Yeah, go to the 7s. All right, Uric 4, 743. We're going to see if they writing the Hesse that way. I'm pretty sure they do because he wouldn't have put the source. All right, we got to get to 743. Wait, this got 325 pages, bro. Let's see what the pages are. All right, yeah, we can get to 7 something. $743. I'm about to lay my ass down, man. It was all kind of stuff it was saying about why. 719, 725. This real homework. We not in the books. We ain't got no training wheels. They don't even literate this for you. So let me look back at the page number because I'm in the 730s now. Hold on, give me a second. We are looking for 743H. 743H. All right, let's go. Come on, it's coming. That's 743. So let's see 743H. I'm just going to look through and see if I find it. I'm sorry, I was just breaking this down. Oh, here we go. What's this? So this says HSI. Hold on, though. It got the whole Nahasi. See, they can't fake us out. This is why we be doing our homework. It got the whole damn Nahasi here. Maybe I got to continue. Y'all see an N, a H, a S, and a Y? Is this the rendition that they trying to say it is? They don't be thinking we gonna look, bruh. I always look. Because this shit happen too much. Now tell me I don't know how to spell Nahasi. N-H-S-Y with the throat stick. Now you got NHSY. So this Nahesi, men and women. Now, let me ask you, that's just Southern men and women. But y'all see that there? Do either one of these, this one don't even have a throat stick. The one for the women. And this one has the N and the H. NH. Man, I knew I wasn't wasting my time. Hold on, let me look back at this book. Now, Faulkner didn't mess up. So let me see something. The first one he put is Nahesi, Nubian, and he put Uric for 884. So now, okay, we're going to read these texts too. So all of his Nubians, so his first claim for Nubian is in the same book. It says Nahesi, but he don't put Negroes nowhere. Nahesi, that's the proper one, so I'm not going to look that up. And there's a variation, and he shows where that variation is at. Now here go the other variation. He's showing where that's at. And this variation, yeah, it seems this variation still might be in the Journal of Ancient Egyptian Archaeology or in this other source, one more, and maybe I can find the other source. It's called ZAS, Z-A-S. I know this get boring and tedious, but I do this shit by myself. So I'm just streaming it. ZAS is a German book. It is the Zeitschrift for Egyptian language, Sprach, under the author, under this old kingdom. So who wrote that? I probably ain't about to go look that up. It's gonna be German. But I know what page it's on. All I need is the Meta-Nature. Page 83. It'll be pretty hard to type that into, because I gotta use, man, fuck all that. But I know it's that I do it at a different time. Zeitschrift, well, I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on. See if this book will pop up. This is a different time. 2 seconds passed. Hold on. D-E-I-T-S-C-H. Well, S-C-H-R-I-F-T. Sorry, man. We trying to find some shit stuff. H-U-I-P-T-I-S-C-H-E. Is anything popping up? Oh, I should look up. The book is popping up. So, which one? Alter Umskuden. This is what I need. Alter Umskuden. Here we go. All right, let's see. Oh, it's on the Internet Archive. Well, we about to be cooking today. Let me see. No, that's the wrong one. Right here. Bow. Now, see, the limitation of not reading German can easily be hopped. I can show you right now on Google. But see, we coming here for these giggity glats. I don't care if it's German. I read the other language. Let me see. Feel me? I know a lot of y'all started reading this hella quick when it popped on the screen. Now, what page? You said 80 what? I'm sorry, I'm getting too juiced. Let me see. Page 84 up there. My bookmark fell out. What page is this? Page 83 and 38. All right. I don't know why it said 83 and 38. Let's try to go to 38 first. Oh, you gonna tell me it's gonna be a facsimile? So it ain't on 38. So let me just try 83. Oh yeah, it could be on 38. So as the foremost of the teachers, it says Hati M. Sabati or Sabiet. The foremost of the teachers, it said Aret in him in, all right, so done by all right, His Majesty had made what? Something was made for His Majesty. But I want to look for the part that we looking for. Makaru, Jedef in Web Mat. This don't, it ain't on this page. Maybe it's continued. All right, I don't see nothing about no Nahesi right there, so maybe I'm going to just look for page 84. And notice somehow this book turned to English. That's crazy. So I'm going to skip through all this and just get to page, try page 84 and see what I see. $76. And tell me it ain't gonna be on 84. Tell me what I see on 84 is written like this. You see how they be doing, bro? Now let me see if I can find what now you see how that, oh my gosh. They gonna be and got it from some scribble scrabble. Let me go down. This is clearly page 84. I'm not wrong. This is the right book. Let me go back up because that's starting something new. Now I'm about to make out this shorthand, this hieratic. First I want to read the page in what you call it to see if they say anything about that. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna have to Google Lens it. Search with Google Lens, translate. And I'm gonna come to the translation. I don't want to read, I want it to go to English, bro. One second. All right, it says something is Egyptian privacy before the sported three king Shabaks jitter god pop. What is they doing? They didn't translate that. It is only indicated thanks to a name 44 that stands in. Hold on, I'm just seeing what all they have on here. I don't see nothing about no Nubian. And then I'm gonna go try to make out the glyphs. But if he's saying he got it off this page, bro, it's gonna be hard for me to strip off that. Now this that super homework you gotta do. Let me see. I'm gonna close this. I need this closed, man. Cause now we gotta really this ain't hard to make. But it ain't like regular, it's a mix between hieratic and just quick hand metal netter. So in order to, I'm going to show you how we do this shit for real now. And that's the reason why you have to humble yourself, Brother Jonathan. So let's go. Y'all can read this still, right? We're going from right to left. And we could probably, why is this turned backwards, man? From what I think it is. But first, before I do the tedious thing of going through everything, I'm about to try to see is what he said was here. Because this is already like a scam. I'm already coming here like, what the hell? So y'all see how these glyphs is close to what you can read, but he wrote them so fast. Like this is Sarah right here. You could probably read everything, but this reed leaf is throwing me off in the beginning. So I'm just gonna start identifying things for you. We got the Nisu Bidi, as everybody can see right here, right? But it's written different. That's a B right there with the T, and this is the Nisu with the T, right? You feel me? So this is look like an R. I wonder what this is. This must be a. I mean, if I sat here and did this, I'm gonna make out every single thing. So let me just chill. That's how we do. Like, what's this backwards L doing here? But see, you know what they be trying to say in certain part of the text, right? So I'm just skimming through to see if I can find what these scholars say should be here. You definitely got to start reading your hieratic. This ain't hieratic, but it's like the beginning. Like they using some hieratic symbols in here, so you could get thrown off. Like a lot of people won't know this word. I mean, but if you think about it, that's probably the ancient Egyptian Tim written different. It could not be, but it looked dead on it. So I'm still looking for these Nahasi. Oh. Man, I'm thinking, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think he know that it's coming from something like this. So it looked like this person wrote a Rempet's, not a Rempet, but a Hebetsu or Hebsu backwards, right? And sometimes that might happen, but then if they gonna do that, they gonna start. Now let me show you what I'm talking about, and I often say that wrong. Let me show you in the dictionary. Hot sep. So let me show you. So I mean, you see this, but the person wrote it backwards. Y'all know that's the first thing y'all see right here. And we know that you know what this is because you know the formulas. So I could keep going. But see, after hot sep, they're supposed to tell you what that year is. See how he wrote it backwards? And this is the sep. I mean, I'm saying sep, right? Let me go back to the dictionary. They said hot sep too, but let me show you something else. Let me see. So you can confuse hot sep with Renpet, but this says Renpet sep, but we ain't gonna start doing that right now. We're gonna go to, we was just investigating those two renditions. So this is the regional year. So if this is the numbers of the year, that's what's supposed to follow that. All right, so let's read it like that. If it was regional year, even though I see only like these three little marks and then this other thing under it, I'm gonna identify like this is the number of the regional year. Now next, what they tell you? They tell you the season and the month. So let's see if we can make that. Oh, I mean, come on, y'all. This thing on top is hella messed up. You try to say core, but the word core shouldn't be right here. So out of the months that they should be mentioned, it should be Peret, Abet, or what? Shimu. So let me think about it. Peret, Abet, Shimu. Nah, he's saying something different. You feel me? But anyway, now I'm just stuck. I'm kind of not feeling them for saying that they made that and they got that off this text right here. I'm gonna analyze it further and see where exactly. Now I don't even remember where I got it from on the book right here. Let's see. And maybe there's some confusion. Nah, this is it. And that was Tim. That was Tim that I was talking about. Hold on. Well, damn, I don't know how you got that from that, bro. I don't even believe that it said page 83 anymore, dude. I mean, 84 or whatever. This is too crazy. They do that. They don't just be making stuff up. I'm opening my book one more time. Oh, I wasn't even looking at the chat. My bad. Oh, kind of got lost in this study. Let me see. So I'm going to Raymond Faulkner's book, page 137 again. And I'm reading the definition. Where did he get his sources to say that word say nasty? I'm here. I just need some light. Now, let me see. So it's so much to say about it because I'm being so honorable. Like, basically, I never said that this rendition that he got ain't even here. So I've been looking up this one this whole time. But this one ain't the one that the scholar got on the screen. The scholar got this one. And Gardner don't got nothing for this one. So what we trying to find in all that hieratic we looking at is these symbols right here. So now let me look and check again. It says ZAS 8338. I looked at 84 because nothing was on 83. So he must, let me go back to the beginning. ZAS is the same book I'm looking at them. Maybe one. All right, ZAS. There's only one ZAS source in this book. And that's the one we're looking at. He said page 83 and 38. I ain't going crazy. 8338 ZAS. So I'm about to look again. 8338. Sometimes I'll be doing this and then I'll find it after all that stuff. And be like, well, man. So this is 83. We all see 83. And when I come down the page, I don't see nothing but no Nubian. Now, don't say that. It's no way he took it from the German writing or whatever. If he did that, that's horrible. But I can simply translate the page. Let me make it small, the whole page. Hold on. Right click the page. Should be hella big. $83. This motherfuckers be lying. French to English. When did it turn to French? All right, cool. The final word on the statue 93 of the Louvre 83 that said the expression in the question mark renders the following priest who performs adorations for me and him who leaves favored from the temple. This don't got nothing to do with what we talking about. Let me just keep going and see if it do ever. All right, well, he just threw that source in there, man. All right, wait a minute. Look, is this it? Not a bus? No, I'm trying to be too generous. It's an N. The word started with an N, and I thought it might have had something to do with Nubian. I'm just speed reading it to see if they ever talk about that. All right, so it ain't on that page. Now let me try the other one more. I just know it ain't there. Forget it. This is the right book. Oh no, man. That type of shit be, man, see? I found this, I've been doing this a lot, and a lot of times I will get my suspicions won't be confirmed. Like, I'll say, oh, it was me. But this ain't hard to do right here. If somebody say something on the page number, and you look at the page number and don't see it, that's the same thing be happening in the conscious community. Let me go back. Maybe 83 being something else. See, there's another numbering system in here, but I'm pretty sure these Roman numerals ain't gonna go all the way up to 83. I don't know. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'll pick it up at a later date. Now I'm about to get lazy and say Nubian. They got English parts of this book. I was looking on page 91 and it was getting kind of interesting. They was talking about places in the South. But you know what dude talking about. They're talking about Wawat and a few other places. But all right, well, I'm giving up on that. I don't think he had no source on that. And I don't think nobody gonna show you no text on that. Should I try another version or something? Anybody can confirm that that ain't there. I put my glasses on for the third time to see. It be me sometimes. But after 3 checks, it ain't me no more. I'm looking for the third gosh darn time. 8338. I don't know what to say. He messed up. It's not there. He do got 2 other sources that I could pull up. This should be easier. But that one wasn't there. I mean, as far I couldn't locate it. It must be there, but I was not qualified to locate it. So now it say C. Allen Gardner JE83. Man, they trying to send you all over the place. All right, I'm gonna try it. JE83. People used to have to fly all over the world to try to do, and I'm lazy to do it on the internet. JE83, there it go. You know, it's supposed to be something called the Carnelian tablet or something like that. Let me just read and see if that's even in here. And, well, there you go. Yep. The defeat of the Hyksos and the Car Navon tablet number 1. Oh, this is even better. Because I ain't never read it off the Carnarvon tablet. Page 95. See how they stumble you up on some shit? Why they got crap? Oh, man, they got all kind of crap. I'm going to have to read this old book. I seen Christian pictures in here and some more stuff. Damn. Yo, my book search game is like, need to be upgraded a little bit. There's a few things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend some time. I need to buy a new mouse. Probably could get a third monitor, man. If I got a third monitor, my research will step up. All right, so it says page 95. Sorry about that. Here we go. Alan Gardner. Blame it on Gardner. Mm-hmm. Then he hit you with the hieratic if you want to say do it for yourself. Page 96, page 95. So now I'm noticing that the dude is not talking about the actual page. He's telling you to start reading from that page. Because it ain't about to be on 95 either. Ain't no glyphs on 95. I see how Faulkner doing it. He ain't telling you exactly where it's at. I'm just scanning through this text. I ain't really reading it. I'm looking for certain words. Hmm.
So yeah, it's gonna be in this text. Now hold on. Cause right here, I want to see what they say right here. He's talking about this Kim glyph right here. And I'm gonna come do a whole see what he talking about on that. But I ain't gonna mess that up for us now. Number 392, if we come across that, about the Kim glyph. Well, let's keep going. So this is the tablet he's talking about that has the Kamo story on it. And I'm already on page 97. So yeah, let's see if we see something in this transliteration. See that's Rempet. So verse 3 here. So if you hold on, I'm just sorry. It ain't there again. That stuff's not there. You can read the translation. I just was looking through the glyphs. So maybe it's going to continue to be here. All right, so come on. Y'all want to just read this? Sometimes when I just start doing too much, get caught up reading the glyphs, then we're not about to find it. I just want to look through this real quick, find it, then we can do some reading. Or just say, all right, that just says something about the strong king in the interior of the West. But then we got like, no, that actually look like the East, in the interior of the East. And then we got some Kakim or Ka, and they still talking about the bull born and something about birth. I ain't trying to read that. I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. Let me see. The words of the majesty of this place. All right, this ain't it either. They don't say nothing about no. Now look, this is MCAT. We was just doing a whole lesson on this MCAT. Now you can see one in action. Like stuff that we be learning while we be doing our homework is gonna pop up on you. You see that MCAT right here? So somebody tell me what this means right here. Just this. We can read the whole shit if we want to, but that's gonna waste our time right now. I need to find that thing. Y'all remember what that means from MCAT the other day? It mean after him. So whatever if we was to read if something happened after him, I could go read it. Jesus. All right, let me see. I ain't even gonna get caught up on that. Forget that. But I know His Majesty did something, and then there's something happened after him. Whatever. Let's stop. Y'all be wanting to stop and read it. Oh, do it say something after him on him? It says which was with him. They say with him, but it say after him. Now they got a Kemet up here. I don't want to stop and read. But let's see something about land of Egypt. Kemet. They're gonna say this Egypt. It don't make sense. But oh, okay, is that it right there? So here we go. That's the Aamu. That's not. All right, no, here it is. I found it. Finally, dude. It took me 30,000 years. Now, what page is this? Because he was wrong. Damn, this is what research do. This is page 98, bruh. Did he say page 98? Let me look at this. Kind of sound like I remember that number, page number. Let me look. No, I don't say no damn 98. But I did find it. I gotta snip this. So now I know another place to find this, man. That dude got me going in circles. Now that I found it, I know another. So first of all, this was just because he said the wrong page. But I went to, that was a whole nother book. That source wasn't there. Now, if you snip this, you can find it. And we can break all this down, read it all. So, but, did I find it? Well, this ain't it. Oh, I'm sorry. Down here. This is the best part of what Kamos was talking about too. If you when we read it. Now when I come here, I'm gonna just show you what everything we was looking at is the whole time. You wanna find it yourself? Man, starting from right here ain't gonna be cool. But because I don't think this is the beginning. But this appears to be Sia, right? Which is some divine utterance, right? Wait. Exceptional insight? Who Sia? No, Sia is exceptional insight. So now he's talking about, but I'm going to go look at the book because I'm not tripping. I want to make sure, I want to see what I'm saying is on point. Now, what's above this? Nothing's above this, so he's starting it right there. I don't know how it's starting right there. But I can still read it. I mean, we can still make it out. It's just like, why is that starting like that? And what do they say? Let's see if they even say something for it. Now, so we're going to show you all of this where it says the Asian and the Negro. But they said I should like to know what purpose serves my strength. Nah, man, I'm gonna tell you a better translation. I mean, that's close, but let me show you this word so people will have to feel me. I'm gonna put Sia in the dictionary, S-I-A. It's gonna pop right up, right? And it's gonna have to do with your insight. So let's see if I can find. There you go. You see it? Now it says to recognize. See it. But let's see how if it goes further than just recognizing or noticing something. See it. Perception, knowledge, insight, wisdom. Right? So they said, what good is my knowledge? So now we see seer right here, but after the seer, you see the man. So it's his seer. Seer E. My seer E. Now look at this. Su. It. So right now you just got my perception, it, then guess what it say? This is a comparative R, I can tell you right now. So he's gonna compare he's asking what good, they say he's asking what good is his knowledge. But it's like my perception, it compared to you, so we can look at this as a comparative R, a preposition R, or just two. But if we come right here to the next word, ak, and you look this word up, ak, up, it's gonna be like, I mean, we know ak, but I'm trying to put it into this sentence. Because you can just see the rest of this just simply says my strength. That all of this just says my strength. So I'm about to look up AX. Somebody like, you don't know that? Let me look back before I look it up. I know that. Read leaf X. I'm gonna look up IX when I look it up. But right now I want to pause before I look it up and let my brain work. And it ain't working, so dictionary. It's gonna take too long this way, so here it comes. It needs to be a read leaf and a I forgot that word. It's not, it's common. I think I just passed it up. It's coming. Here you go. All right. Well, you got a T on it. Oh, there you go. I just passed one up. What that say? Oh, that is R X. That's the whole phrase. Look, it got the R and the X. For what? Okay? Y'all peeping game? R X. Now notice, this ain't no lesson. We was looking through all kind of shit all night, wound up at the source, and now we scrutinizing the source in the primary language on our own impious. So peep what we just noticed. That this is the prepositional phrase. Oops. So what do I mean by a prepositional phrase? Well, it starts with a preposition. And so, in a sense, you could call it a short preposition. I'm trying to find a color we can see through. Ak. It's giving us for what? Now, check this out. My perception, it's for what? Now, let's peep game. My, this is just another way to say my. And you'll learn that later. And you can clearly see he put himself right there. So this is like saying my or something that belongs to him. And what is it? Naked. Power. So he's saying my perception is for what? My power. My power. Let's keep going. My power. Now we see seer, the word seer here, but it has a determinative after it. So seer is like an elder. And it can also just be a prince. My princess. my prince of the temple in Butu. That don't make no sense. My prince of the temple in Butu. So that don't say this. An officer of the temple, officers of the temple in the Butu is gonna another. It's gonna continue. And here go. Look, they're talking about Kush. Oh, oh. Oh, damn. This is crazy. I'm reading now. He like, my strength is for what? I mean, my perception is for what? My power? And then he started ridiculing himself a little bit. Because he like, the elders of the temple of Budu, it looked like it says, this is not another man. So this is another man in Kush. I don't know. Let's trip on this. That is another man. Remember we see that in our lessons too? Key. So Key ain't a person. Right? So Key is another. And this is a Sa without the thing on it. Another man another man of, here go your Kush. So we're going to go check with her translation. But to me it says, my perception, it's for what? My strength. But this is like a question mark. Like, don't even talk about my strength. But then we got this elder. This is the part I'm trying to make out. The officers, my officers of the temple in Butu, another man. Also, what's happening in the temple of Butu? Let's go read down here in the translation. What they say? My strength. Yeah, I told you, it says I should like to know what purpose serves my strength when one prince is in Avaris. See, I kept saying Butu. Okay, now let's go to the map. We got to do our homework. No map. About to get up again. Let me see. No map. Dang, man. Where's Butu, bro? So I seen that foot, that boot, right? But they say Avaris. Oh, there go Avaris. Oh, that's Avaris. Oh, man, it's going down in the town. See, I did read it right. Let me show y'all. I just be reading too far. Sometimes things is compound words. Look, I was saying hoot, Butu. But no, that's not that. This is who we're at, right? Because I was the way dude had the B leg. It looked like this one over here. See this one? Notice those are two legs. They're different. They're different though. So that's a Avaris, not hoot Butu. But we're doing very good. And they said one in the Avaris, another in Kush. So we read all that. We really read another in Kush, right? So what do you got right here? This might betray us. What does this look like to you? A Hemes? Well, let's talk about that. This is a word. This is a fourth. Now, this is funny because this word actually got 4 consonants. But as we see it, we probably see 3 of them because what did we learn just the other day? Somebody tell me that this is the 4th week and you remember what this 4th week is? Dude, I love how the homework. Dude, I ain't never did no homework in no class and it kick in like this. Because we was just looking over half of this shit just the other day. I could open up. That's why Hope's book is so good. It actually prepares you for when you start scrutinizing the text. So I'm gonna tell y'all what this say right here. And I'll tell you every grammar part of anything we see on the screen. How you want to do it. So this is a 4th week HMC. HM. Now, you can tell me I'm wrong. We're going to look it up. I love being wrong, but I'm not. HMC, and the Y fell off. Now, sometimes they was put a T there, but they don't got to. We just got HMC. And this is letting us know we got HMC in the way because we got a seated person right here. Not your traditional seated man, because a lot of the time, HMC has a woman sitting there. But this means to sit. So if I take it to the dictionary, you're going to see 4 consonants, even though you don't see them all now. HMSI. HMC. Now it says eating, but it means sitting with your companion eating. Now this is a HMC right here. You see the lady, but she giving birth. That determinative got a lady with a child coming out of her. She's in the birthing position. I don't know why they're talking about these other words. Oh, they used the wrong determinative. This is the one we dealing with. HMC. Now you notice you only see these 2 glyphs right here, but you transliterating 4, and this is a 4th week where we're not going to see the Y after the S. The 4th consonant is weak, so it means to sit. Therefore, this is a suffix pronoun after it. So what that means? You sit. Now, what's so funny after that is we got a use of dependent pronoun, we. You probably can't see it, but it's like a curly Q on top of here and a man. So that's like you sit with me. Oh, yep, right. Damn, this is so hard. Who know this word after this? I'm not even going to spoil it. Because I just said you sit with me, but this is the adjective that's modifying how the person sits with him. I mean, you know, some can say it go here to some my act, but let's. Y'all people, if that's not the adjective, it's just still saying the same, just modifying. It's an adverbial comment still. So let's see if I'm wrong. It says you sit. It don't say with me, but it say you sit, I. So 2, that's not a 2. I'm tripping. That is a we, which is still me. So how you do that? Me, my, I. All right. Oh yeah, I am. You sit, I am, united. All right. Because it say you sit, I am, and then it says I am, and it says you unite, and then it has the we again. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This is the coldest text in the world. He complaining. Here come the word we was looking for the whole time. So it's like, you sit, I am. Look, I am. This word means to unite, united. Sama, right? Well, actually, I only see a Ma, but I see the Sama sign. So I know it's Sama. United. But why I got an X on it? Unite. Now this is him. Again. I am. Now next you see by. He is by who? I am by. All right, I gotta use different colors so y'all can see. So I'm calling this we a I am. It is a dependent pronoun we that can just mean I, my, me, right? Oh, hold on, no. Oh, thank you. Oh, let me fix it. I just fixed it. There you go. I was noticing, okay, it's perfect. So this is the state of we. See, you could have just left it at that we. It was no wonder why I was having a hard time translating it. Because this is the state of, this is all one word. This is a dependent pronoun. Now it's letting us know that this person is in a state of sitting. So it's like I sit, I'm sitting, because he's in the state of sitting. So he's like, I'm sitting. Oh my God, I love the grammar. United. Oh my gosh, this is hard. I'm glad. I told you I get juice when this shit start happening. It's like I'm playing a video game and I'm winning. So let me see. I gotta change this. I'm putting these state of. So what I mean by state of? State of. Let me show you. I just made it sound simple. STATIVE. State of. A state of verb is a verb that describes a state of being. See? Perception or condition rather than the action. So it's state of. He was in a state of sitting. Sitting ain't even the action. Sitting is a still action. So if we go back, that was state of. And let's go look. So the staters, what are the staters? How do we know the pronouns that are used with staters? It's your kui, your qui. Even we could be used with a stator. But that K is not a suffix pronoun onto this. This is not a conjugated verb form like that. This is a dependent pronoun. And so it's not a dot. I don't think they're going to put dot qui, but I have seen them do that too. But so now the translation is coming better. Because since I know he's in a state of sitting, you can simply say, I am sitting. Now I can see if this works. I am united. So you ain't gonna say I am sitting, I am united. You say I am sitting and I'm united. Now look, oh man, our translation is getting so much better. With who is he united with? I don't want to mess that up. Anybody who can read the glyphs could see who he united with right there. I'm gonna help. We see the throw stick and the M. I looked this word up earlier. Now this looks like it is 2 strokes. Let's take it as 2 strokes. It won't mess nothing up. Aami. Right? But this is really the Aamu, the Asiatics. Right? And so you see how he got the blood leaking from the head. So he literally says, I am sitting and I am united with Asiatics. And what else he gonna say? Now here go the other one. This the word that we've been beseeching. I'm gonna put it in red. You see one throat stick. You see an S. Then it continues over here and the double strokes, the 2 strokes, right? For Nahesi. And they saying that this is Nubian. Now, we know we read the text, and we do say that he said he was united with a Nahesi and a Nubian. So then the scholar that I started the scrutiny over 2 hours ago would simply pull up this text of Kamo Stela and say Nubian is written that way on the Kamo Stela. But to keep it a buck, we can argue that that's nah. This is not definitive that this say Nubian. It's not. Bro, trust me. It's so when we get down to this level, they can't do nothing. Cause it ain't no I know the other text. We just was looking at them. But I'ma agree it do say it. Don't get it twisted. This don't help his argument. I'll agree. Let me show you why. I got a long, consistent argument. My mind like a steel trap. I ain't went off point yet. We still scrutinizing this from 2 hours ago. And the point is, we found this right here. That's what we found, that his definition was qualifiable. But look up here. He still ain't off the hook because he only got a damn throw stick and not even this word. So now he wants us to think if you see a throw stick, it's short for this word Nubian, and if you see it, then that person is a Nubian. That's not right. Well, now, I mean, if I ever talk to him, I'll be like, bro, I know all that shit. I went and looked at word for it, and yeah, we got that off Kamos. No, that's Amos, huh? Did we finish the reading, though? So he's united. So he's in the state of sitting. So I am sitting, and I am united with an Asiatic and a Nubian. Now, why am I putting an and in there? Because we understand when you see two nouns together, you got the right to do that. It's 3 ways you're going to address two nouns when they are together, right? And you learn it in J.P. Allen, where he talks about either apposition, conjunction, or disjunction. Right. Apposition, but they both the same thing. We know Asiatic ain't a Nubian. Conjunction will be and disjunction will be or. These are your options for two nouns together in direct connection without a preposition. Again, apposition, where both of the nouns refer to the same thing, or conjunction, where you just say and, or disjunction, where you say or. Now, just think about how we entertain this, because if well, we don't do it right there. We do it right here with a'amu, which is a noun, and the hes, which is a noun. So you got to entertain how these nouns are connected. And we know it's not really genitival. So we can leave that out, meaning one noun doesn't own the other. And this will be called an A-B construct normally, and then oftentimes in the genitival A-B construct, the second noun owns the first. I don't even like saying words like that. In the sense of genitival just mean about possession. But this ain't that. So we got to entertain and or. So we're not really putting that word there. It meant that to them. But they just probably didn't have the word and. So it's like Asiatics and Nahesi. Now let's see what the word is next. It's cold. Because it say sa-neb. So it's like every man. Now, sa-neb what? So first of all, you know what we learned about how sentences start and shit. Is this sentence continuing, or is this a new sentence starting? Well, let's see. Every man, well, first of all, a sentence should be starting with some type of a particle or something, unless this is going to be a perspective or a imperative sentence. Now, if this is continuing, then that could be saying, it could be like, I don't know what would represent an ancient Egyptian comma. But anyway, with the Asiatics and with the Nahesi, or what they call Nubians, now we got Saneb, or every man. Now, I was going to say core here, and I know this is a core, but I just want to take some time to show you. All right. This dictionary ain't like it used to be for me. It don't do whole words in case sensitive. Watch it start back working right now. I got a feeling. If I could get this thing to click. See, it won't even let me click it. This shit boo-boo. It used to work better, man. Don't include no related words. I don't want none of that. It won't even let me click stuff. Like, why it ain't clicking? Fuck. Oh, I had to double click? Triple click? Shit, triple click. That motherfucker. If this fixed my problem, I'm gonna be like, dang. Oh, it don't fix my problem. It give me back too many options, basically. So here it is. You can basically see core without the R under it. Now we got under, beneath, carrying, holding, possessing. It'll probably be under a lot of the times. Under, through, core, right? You see that right here. So now you see, this could confuse us. Because this word will confuse you. So if you think it says under him, with this suffix F right here, and then the next word will be what? DQ. That ain't gonna work. So what this word is gonna be a word that a lot of us is probably not familiar with. I think I've encountered it once or twice. Fed. And then it could probably be FedEx. But let me try FedEx first. FDQ. Oh, that is a word. Look, FDQ, FedEx, to cut apart. So it was FedEx. I knew a lot of us wouldn't, and it got the X there. So I was just thinking Fed, but I'm like, nah, FedEx. So under, and now it's not saying under, cutting up. But this is a DF after that. Erdy, it don't look like it, but this is a Erdy F. Erdy means to give. So sometimes you see that hand with it's supposed to have a piece of loaf of bread in it, but you just need to know that sometimes it ain't gonna have that. So now, if we go back, it said every man under hack up. That don't make no sense. So under, we need a better definition of core. Beneath, about to be hacked up. See, they were core with, during, under the king, but we want the other core. It still means the same thing. In the presence of, before. Oh, you know what? See, here go a core that meant to this. Now, you could get a fallen one from a core too. And then that word hack up is coming up next. That's why you get under from it, because it got a sense of falling too. Look, to overthrow, core. So now they might get overthrown and hacked up, huh? Yeah, that's right. Every man, that seemed like every man. Mm-hmm. It seems like every man is overthrown and hacked up, bro. That's crazy. Now it says he. All right, so DF is give him. So let me see. He gives. This don't make no sense. Oh, they divided up the land. Okay, I got it. Okay, they just divided up the land to cut up. That's not a man cut up. So this is, I'm getting this now. So this that I said, RDF, this represents his part. This is a nominal sentence, right? And it starts with a noun, man, every man. Now I need a better one for core, and it's gonna be a lot better. I want to hit this translation perfectly. So if you think about it, but now they dividing up. They talking about dividing Egypt. I remember that, and now I see where we at. But I want to see how they exactly saying it. Is he saying enemy and left that off? Nah. I know, I got it now. I ain't even tripping. I just want to make the translation look a lot better. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With, by, near, under the king. Speak to. All right, I'm with it. They gonna say it's taken. So what am I doing? So this is basically to cut up his part. Now look, of. Oh, okay, this black community. So then my translation needs to be more accurate. Of this black community. Okay. It ain't a black land. Shut that shit up. So let me see. Man, every man. That's just holding me back. But I know what the sentence says. And I want to translate it a little different than how they normally do it. So look, let me show y'all. We still got the book wide open. So you can see what I'm working out. This is what I'm working out right here. Each man holding his slice of the black land. See? But I don't even, or she said holding. So for the word ger, we never seen holding for ger. But she said holding. for this word right here. It's every man holding his slice, but she left this off. His, okay, oh, I'm tripping. Watch this. Let me see something. I'm going to look up the Fedu word again, and let's see if that word extends this far. FedEx, FDQ, FDQ. Let's see if it got a version with an arm behind it. See, this one I don't like. I know it do because it got this man here, and that man is absent. He probably been substituted with an arm. Told you. Here go an arm right here on FedEx. So now, okay, we got that worked out. So basically, yeah, that arm is on FedEx. As you see it right here and right here. See? So that make it easier. Because now you can see, man, every man, and they said they had this one for holding his slice. Nah, his part. Okay, I'm with him. If she want to call that a slice, let's go look back because it means to cut up, right? We looking right at it in the dictionary. Let's see. So she called it a slice, and there goes a slice right there. Sever, divide, part way, see, wear out. Now let's talk about this. In the same text, he says they have a voice, we have Kemet, but it appears here that if we parse this properly, every man holds his slice of this, this. That ain't this. I'm sorry. That's how they keep messing it up. They keep making this the demonstrative this, but it's not that. And even I made Jonathan Winderman agree with me. It would have to be the. Have their slice of the. Ties a demonstrative pronoun. I mean a definite article. The. And this is Kemet. So every man has a slice of what? The black community. That make them mad. That's what it say. They say the black land, right, in translation. So who see this next word? You see this X? That lets you know this word is about dividing something up too. I don't even know the word yet. Pasesh, right? But I know it means to divide something up like that. It might not. Let's look and see. PSSH. Divide. How did I know that? Because the determinatives have they are categories for us. Oh, there go Reggie. Peace to Reggie. Yeah. Every man has his part, section, and Kemet. I know I just was trying to break down the grammar as we stumbled upon this, because we was watching this Maiherperi movie earlier, and look how he messing this up, Reggie. He trying to say he know Maiherperi a Nubian because he got this throw stick here. But then what he did was pulled up a rendition of Nahesi that don't even got the neighbor on it. And so that started a whole 2-hour, 3-hour research for me. Because I'm like, that's not, I know where that rendition at, and I pulled it right up off the Great Black Nubian, just like so. Let me show you. Great Black Nubian probably still open. But on the Great Black Nubian, they spelled, they entertain was this term here in the Hesse. And I went with it because I call him the Great Black Nubian. I have no problem with this being a rendition of Nahess. What I have a problem with is the scholars saying now that just one throw stick like this, now he trying to say, do this mean Nubian? Are you serious? Yeah, he messed that up. So basically what he's showing us is Maiherperi don't call himself Nubian nowhere in no decisive way that they could have showed you without all this interpolation. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm like, oh, hell no. But we went through a whole world of research to get to here. Because I had to go through some German books. And then we finally got to this E.A. Wallace. I mean, I looked in, Faulkner actually had that rendition to say it meant Nubian. But when we went to go look at it, it came in a loop-de-loop back to Kamos text. So I'm like, oh, he could have just said it was in Kamos. You talking about the Carnelian tablet number 1 and shit. Just say it's in Kamos. So here it go. You see a throw stick? I'm gonna take maybe I can't take the colors off. You see a throw stick, a S, and then the 2 strokes, and then the man with the blood coming out of his head. And we clearly all agree that says that he was talking about a Nubian there. So then we would have to say there's a rendition of the word Nahesi. I know that one throw stick, yeah, he messed that up. But here we got the throw stick with the S and the Y, and he's saying he's with a Asiatic and a Nubian, right? And so that makes more sense. We kind of know that's how the story went. So this next word did mean to divide. And what does it say right here? Ha. Now this is the land, the whole land. But he ain't saying he want to divide. He's saying land is divided. So in these type of land divides, that ain't gonna work. It's like land is divided. Now this is Henna with, but Henna don't have a determinative. So this is Henna. There's no way that it could just be a man behind a determinative. I mean, a man behind a Henna, and we don't read this as E, because Henna is a preposition. Henna means together with, and it has to be whatever it's together with after Henna. So is the land together with man, I would say? Oh, no. All right, what's going to continue? He's negating this sentence. So it's like no, but then what's sin? Oh, okay, hold on. What's this sin after this? I gotta read the whole word. All right, now check this out. This word is sini, because that's just not a sin. It wouldn't make no sense. So this word here is sini, and then we got sini su. Sini su. It looked like sini su. You know, su could be the dependent pronoun su for it. And then we'd have a sha after that. And we know that this is a sha. So if we know the word sha already, hold on, let me take this out. If we know the word sha already, then I think that we just parsed that right. So let's look up the word sini. S-N with a Y, and see if that's a word. It's about to be a word because we're using the proper method. Let me see. S-N-Y. It's a word. So let's see. Sini. Oh, I'm tripping. They too. Man, I'm going to slap myself. If I didn't know that, I'm tripping. Everybody knows Sini is, you take sin and then you got sinning. And he was talking about the 2 the Asiatic and the Nubian and the land being divided. So now it says if this is the so if this city is a word, so we parse that right. So this is the fields, right? So let me see again. So it's not, they too, it not. The fields are Ptah. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Is that, I mean, what's the house of Ptah? Ptah who? Ptah who? I don't know, but we got another Kemet right here coming up, so I want to know. Oh, what is Hoot? What is Hoot? Ptah Hoot. I don't know what Ptah Hoot is, but if we looked it up, that'll tell us right there. But this is starting to say this is a negated sentence. So before I negate it, let me try to read it. What was that sentence word again? They too, them too. Let me keep going. Alter ego, rescue, they, them both, the two sisters, brother, sister, no. All right, I'm back. Since he just got through talking about dividing things up, I think they're talking about they too, but it's not. What the hell is Ptah Hoot? I'm gonna see what she said. Ptah Hoot. What she say? Oh, is that Memphis, bruh? Because I didn't see Memphis nowhere. And she says, I do not pass them as far as Memphis. Yeah, the house of Ptah must have been in Memphis, bruh. That's all. Ptah Hoot. Temple, yeah, Temple of Ptah. What I'm saying is that I was like, what is Ptah Hoot? So I think they saying that that's Memphis. Okay, I will take that. Right. This must have been another way to say Memphis. Right? So that's cool. Y'all agree that Ptah Hoot was in Memphis? Okay, cool. So this is two. Now, so if you're reading this, she said, I don't. Yeah, this can be translated as I. Stu can be I. It's a dependent pronoun. First person masculine, right? Yeah. So it could be it too, though. But I mean, I don't know. I thought it's not he. But she said I'm with that. It's negated. She negated it. But then what else? She said, I do not pass him as far as Memphis. So she's using this for passing. Because what about Shah? That's not to pass. Is Shah to pass? That's a field. Let me show you. Marshmen, you see a peasant, they work in the fields. So I don't know why she said to pass. See the marshman, the marshland, Shah, but it's gonna be just a field. I don't know. It's getting to be too late now. I'm gonna have to bust a move. Let me see. Get in the bed. to O. Well, y'all know Shah is a field, but she didn't say. Let me see if they got one for pass in here. Maybe she knows something I don't. Nope. Yeah, she made that up. Oh, no. See that? She said incensin is really close to the Sini word we was looking at. See, look, Sini. So she taking that first. This as a Sini. All right, that works. But she left out this field then. Because one is not passing through the fields to Memphis. Now look, now you can trick. Oh, don't say one does not. This negating it. This is one cannot. She got to stop tripping. Look, because this says he talking about he's divided between the two men, and you know what I'm saying, and they got the land divided. And now this is one. I would say one cannot pass from the fields to Memphis. Now look at this. Mu is water. We know that's not no determinative. So this is the word mu, water, belonging to, this is the genitive, or water of what? Egypt. So it's basically saying one cannot pass, it's like one cannot pass the fields to Memphis. It don't say on or by, but it seems like by the waters belonging to, or by the water of Egypt. Next it says, behold. We got the mech particle. So this is a very good text to learn from. Behold. What's next? Ooh. Well, why this is ooh. Right? No. Oh, no, that's a number. Let me go back. Behold 100. He start to count. So let's say, behold 100 under 100 under 9. What sense do that make? 100 under 8. All right, we got to figure this out. If she say something about 100 under 8, let me see. No, she didn't say nothing about no numbers. The waters of Egypt. Behold, he holds Sherman, and no man rests, being wasted through the servitude of Setiu. So maybe when we see them numbers, what the hell is going on over there? Because he going to behold. So I don't know what the hell places 8 numbers new. Occur 8 number 8 new. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm thrown off. Right there. I'm gonna finish this so I can go to sleep. This last sentence right here is a negated sentence because we see it started with this right here. The arched arms. So we got Kenan, and I know that this is a whole word, but it looked like it said Kenan Pa. Kenan, XNN, and I'm going to sleep. I wish I had some leftovers. Uproar or disorder. I think that works. But I seen one with the bird right there. See it with the bird? So maybe we gotta change up. To Terry? I don't even know what the Terry is. What does it mean to tarry, bro? We definitely found it right there. But I can't use uproar and disorder because we got the one with the bird. So they saying it's poetry? What does to tarry mean? Let me find out on Google right now.
Tari.
Of, like, or covered with tar. What? Tari. I gotta let that shit go. What is they talking about? Let me get back to my studies. They talking about Tari and shit. Atari 2600? Let me see. Tari. I don't even know what's saying Tari now. Like, I be so lost in my links and shit. Forget it. I'm just gonna go back to here. I don't know nothing about her. I thought that was a number. She said it wasn't a number, so let's try it as a word. WXR. Damn, that is a word. Answer. But do we got the man behind it? Answer 8? I don't think that's the word answer. But let's keep looking for some other renditions of ukar. Work. You got wood behind it. Work. It's not your common word for work. I don't believe that that's that word. Answer. Oh, let's see if it say answer. Behold, answer? Hell no. What'd she say? She said, behold, he holds. See, that is the hold again. Where do you see a he? See how this shit be working? Show me where you see a he, Reggie. And what is this ooh going with? But he holds what? What is these lines? Nah, lady. Behold, he holds. Oh, she put a question mark too. I was about to say. Look, I knew I wasn't silly. You don't know what them damn lines is either. Behold, he holds, and she skipped over to some SH shit. We'll start with an SH. Excuse my language. We'll start with an SH. Let's see. We get to see what she skipped over to. She skipped all out of here, bro. She done left the whole text. Okay. So this is parts like this. It looks weird. I don't know why he did it like this. But this part goes like this. Look, I have to just look and figure it out real quick. So check game. This gonna go Kenan right here and stop right here. Now we got in the preposition or belonging to or of. Now here go our man. So this is still sa, but they messed it up and put the S at the bottom. So we could have thought this was a nest. It's not a nest. This is the S that should be above his head to say sa for a man. Now, if that sa is true, then the F shouldn't be behind it as a personal pronoun. So we got another one of them words that we got to find right here, and it's gonna prove itself to be true. It's gonna be FK. Oh my God, FKU. You think that's wrong? Then watch it be right. Watch it in your face. FK. What W? No, it's wrong. FKW couldn't exist. FKW. FK don't even. Oh, wait a minute. There it go, though, bro. Don't be messing with me. FK, but be wasted. We don't got the man there. Oh, okay. I don't know how that's working. Here it go right here. FK, ooh. But they ain't transliterating out this ooh. And it says to desolate, to lay to waste. So we did parse that right too. Because it was part of that word we looked up earlier. It's just a different rendition of it. So if that's the case, yeah, he's hitting him with the stick. Okay, yeah, that is to be laid to waste like. So now, damn, that's crazy. So I just want to highlight hella shit just to show what I'm about to show. This is a Baku, right? So we know about the Baku. That's some type of workers. But I'm leaving that M and that A out on purpose to prove my point. So here go a Baku. And then we got a SETI after that, right? So somebody getting shot. Well, hold on. All right, some shooters is on deck. Right here. But who gonna get shot though? Oh, no. This is a whole one right here. These are some different shooters, Asiatic shooters. Satechiu. Even though you think you see Seti, this is a TU bird and they fooling you. So this is Satechiu. You know the other ones. Let me show you these other Asiatics in the dictionary. I'll show them. STT. Let's try that. You'll see them. It's getting closer, but it's some Asian shooters, right? There you go. All right, well, if they don't want to come out for y'all, then y'all gonna have to meet them on another day. Attach, maybe, I know it is. Let me go look at her book. What did she say? She said Asiatic shooters, watch. She ain't gonna say it like that, though. Look. So she said to you, just like I said. But, man, everybody know what I'm talking about. It was the Asiatics, so not the Levant, but some who wander into the Sinai area. I can show you right here on the map. They're going to be on the map. They're going to be right to the right of the map. That's Shasu. But the set to you was on here too. It should be. Oh, I guess fuck it. He didn't put the set to you on there. He only put the Shasu. But they be in the Sinai Peninsula area. And so want to know one of the coldest things you want to know? Really, the Seti and the people of Ta-Seti having things in common. We will talk about that at a later date. But I'm going to have to do a whole research on that. Because it's basically showing us, oh, did we do this whole thing? Well, now I get to come back to this one glyph that I left out. And I left it out just to prove my point. This is what I think is a Mac, and he didn't have space to write the K. I could be wrong because look at this. You see this? This M, this A, and the K? Is a particle that starts off certain statements. Right? So, I could also be wrong. If not, what are you going to entertain it as? A ma? Ma don't mean nothing. So, M. Erdy? M. Erdy? Because this, all right, I'm about to be done. I see we got colors on everything. So, let's see. I'm about to go look up this last sentence and we out of here. XNN. It go XNN. That was that one word. So if that was turmoil or uproar or to Tari, I'm going to go with turmoil or uproar, right? Of man. Now what was, yeah, and then we did that. Beckett, okay. Hold on. No. Turmoil, uproar of man, and now they say to be desolated or to be wasted. We're going to make a sentence out of that. To be desolated or wasted. I would say no turmoil of man because it's negated. All right, and that's to be wasted. Are the workers are said to you. So what they say right here. She said, behold, and no man rest. I said no turmoil of man. She said no man rest being wasted. She said the same thing through servitude. Upset, man, my shit be just as good. All right, man, that was my late night chill. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Why don't somebody support the channel right now? Join the channel right now. Yep, I was up on a late night doing this, looking like this. I'm about to go lay down next to my beautiful wife and try to relax, man. My birthday coming up in a few days. I might have to lay off the streams for some days so we could do a fat birthday stream. Chill, kicking it. I should bring some people on my stream. I'll do a party on a live party. Like, hey, I'm having my 50th birthday online. Everybody roll through. Yeah, I think I might be the first person to do that. I don't want to go. I mean, I want to sit in this chair, be with my family, see my daughters and shit. Too bad I can't see my oldest daughters on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? As a father, you just be wanting to see all your kids. Oh, okay. I'm about to watch Doggy Darvin's talking about Billy Carson and West Huff.